Okay, so what if I told you there's this incredible retirement tool kind of hiding in plain sight? It's one that millions of people have already poured, get this, over $75 billion into. And yet, so many of us just don't get its true power. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a financial tool that could seriously change the way you save for your future. But before we jump into the solution, we really need to understand the problem we're up against, because there's this hidden cost to retirement that is so massive, it can completely wreck even the most carefully thought out financial plans. Just look at this number for a second. $280,000. What do you think that is? I mean, it sounds like a down payment on a house, right? Or maybe a fund for world travel? Well, it's actually for something way more basic, and for just about everyone, it's totally unavoidable. Yeah, that's the estimated price tag for healthcare just for an average couple after they've already retired. This is the financial mountain that so many of us are trying to climb without even knowing it's there. It's just a staggering amount of money that your typical retirement accounts might really struggle with, without forcing you to sacrifice your quality of life. So when you're facing a bill that huge, what do you do? Where do you even start? Well, what's really fascinating is that the answer isn't some super complex or risky investment. It's actually a feature that might already be available to you right now through your job's health plan. It's called a health savings account, or you've probably seen it as an HSA. And this is not some niche thing. It's a mainstream financial tool that is getting more and more popular, with Americans already socking away more than $75 billion into them. And check out this growth. The availability of these HSA-compatible plans has just exploded. The number of big companies offering them has skyrocketed, which tells you there's a huge shift happening in how we think about mixing healthcare and our long-term savings goals. So the real magic of the HSA, its secret sauce, is what people call the triple tax trifecta. It's incredible. First, the money you put in is tax-deductible, which lowers your taxable income for the year. That's an immediate win. Second, that money can be invested and it grows completely tax-free. And third, when you eventually take it out for qualified medical bills, those withdrawals are, you guessed it, also completely tax-free. There is no other account in the United States that gives you all three of those advantages. All right, so you're probably wondering, how do I actually get one of these? It's a lot more straightforward than you'd think. Let's just walk through a simple blueprint for getting an HSA working for you. Okay, first things first. The key to unlocking an HSA is having a special kind of insurance plan, a High Deductible Health Plan, or HDHP. Once you've got one of those, you can open your HSA with a custodian. That could be a bank, could be an investment company. Then you just have to set up your contributions, and finally, just like any other long-term account, you should name a beneficiary. That's pretty much it. And here are the numbers you'll want to keep in mind for 2025. You can put away up to $4,300 for an individual plan or $8,550 for a family plan. Oh, and here's a great little bonus. If you're 55 or older, you get to throw in an extra $1,000 as a catch-up contribution. These are the targets you're aiming for to really make the most of this account every year. But look, just setting up the account and contributing, that's really just the beginning. The real magic, the true power of an HSA happens over decades, especially when you stack it up against the retirement accounts we always hear about. And this is probably the most important part. A lot of people treat their HSA like a little debit account for doctor's appointments. That's a huge mistake. The real secret is to treat it like a 401k. You've got to invest the money inside the account so it can compound year after year, completely shielded from taxes. And here's the proof in the pudding. You can see the massive difference this makes. Let's say you invest $1,000. In an HSA, over 30 years, it grows to over $7,600, all of which is yours, tax-free for medical stuff. In a 401k or an IRA, that same growth would get hit with taxes when you pull it out. That tax-free withdrawal for healthcare is the HSA's absolute superpower. So what can you use all that tax-free money on? Well, basically all the stuff we were worried about at the beginning. You can pay your Medicare premiums, your deductibles, your copays. You can fund long-term care insurance. You can cover dental, vision, hearing, all tax-free. And get this, here's the real kicker. After you hit 65, you can take money out for any reason at all. If it's not for medicine, you just pay regular income tax on it, exactly like you would with a 401k. That flexibility makes it an unbelievable tool with almost no downside. Okay, so as we wrap this up, let's just pull all these pieces together and think about what this really means for your personal financial plan. So when you think about it, the HSA is designed to fight one of the biggest, most unpredictable costs in retirement, healthcare. And it does that with tax advantages that no other account can even touch. So you really have to ask yourself, could this be the missing piece of your financial puzzle? Is this the secret weapon that you've been overlooking all this time?